You don't owe anybody anything. Remember that. Your boundaries are precious and you do not owe explanation, time, or energy to other people. Of course, there are people in your life that you will love and care for and want to give them that, want to give them time, want to show them love, show them that you care. That's a bit different. But what I am talking about is validation. Validation from strangers, validation through social media, through likes and comments and shares and all of this. I'm coming to a harsh realization myself in regards to this. And I want to talk about it because at the end of the day, none of us owe anybody anything. Let's get into it. Hello everybody. My name's Sarah. I'm that divination witch. Welcome and welcome back. This channel is a safe space and witchy community. If you want to join the community, hit subscribe. And if you want to support the channel further, I offer readings. I've got Patreon. It's all linked below. Anything you do there, really, I appreciate it 1,000,000% because you help me do what I do. So thank you so much. Right. Yeah, we don't owe anyone anything. Why do we feel like we do? Okay, why do we need this validation as human beings? What is up with this? We're in the age of dopamine, quick fixes, quick everything. Everything's got to be yesterday, it's not just social media. I'm thinking of like same day delivery services and stuff like this. Instant gratification. We are constantly go, go, go. We are fed so much online and we want that instant success, that instant buzz of adrenaline, dopamine, whatever it is. It's intoxicating and it's toxic as well. So I know firsthand that I have fallen into this trap before, and in years gone by, worse than now. But I think as human beings, it's ingrained in us that we are not meant to be alone. And social media is a false reality, to be honest, isn't it? People will share what they want you to see, the best parts of themselves, and your friends, your subscribers, your likes, whatever, your followers. It's an artificial and arbitrary number. It's meaningless at the end of the day. You can't translate 10,000, 15, 100,000 followers into 100,000 friends, It doesn't mean anything, not in the grand scheme of things. But our psychology, it's like we crave that so much. It's like a badge of honor, a medal of acceptance. So we've achieved something. I'm guilty of that too. And I feel a little bit like a hypocrite. I sit here on social media, YouTube. It's the least social media platform, but it's still social media. I sit here, I need views. I need it at this point because this is part of my income that I need to live. So I'm on the hamster wheel. I'm in the rat race, whatever. I'm needing the views to come in to get money, to get readings in, to get people interested in my stuff, to live. But it's bullshit, really, isn't it? And I'm not talking about just YouTube. At time of filming, I've deleted fully my Instagram and TikTok and stuff. Now, I started my, I guess, social media journey as a content creator on TikTok around 2021, something like that. 2020? No, it was 2020. TikTok had blown up thanks to the pandemic, all of this. I was one of the first people on there to do osteomancy readings, which is bone readings. I don't really do them anymore. I can do a video about it if you want. But I blew up because of that. I blew up on TikTok, few videos going viral, and I got quite a following on there. And I felt like the vibes were just off, and I'd felt it for years. I used to go live on there and stuff like that. It was just awful. So I went from TikTok about 2 years ago, maybe a bit longer, maybe 3 years ago. I went from TikTok to here, YouTube, started creating content. Any YouTuber will let you know. Until recently, they've changed something in the algorithm that more new accounts get noticed, which I think's good. Yeah, get people's voices out. But I started on YouTube, and it wasn't that instant gratification anymore. TikTok is very much short form media, dopamine hit. It wants to keep you on the site, whether you're a creator or not. Scroll, scroll, scroll. It's impacted my attention span. I don't know about anyone else. I struggle now to concentrate on things. Uh, so, very much a dopamine hit, very much an addictive thing. YouTube's a different kettle of fish, although they've got shorts and they do try and compete. They can't. Let's be honest, compared to that, unless it gets banned in the US properly, you just don't know. But YouTube is a lot harder to break into. It is a slog, to be honest, unless you hit really lucky. And even if you do hit lucky, if one video goes viral, that doesn't translate to a loyal audience or anything like that. But YouTube, although it's social media, to me, it was always about a community. Like I say at the beginning of my videos, it was always about that. It was about sharing my experiences, being real with people, and especially around Hecate and the other dark goddesses like Lilith as well, sharing things in a no bullshit way and just being like, look, half these people are edgelords, because that's another form of gratification. That's another form of people wanting validation to be the edgiest of them all. Like I'm the Pokemon master here. What are you going on about? Anyways, yes, I set out to do that, and I think I've achieved it. And I love you all that genuinely enjoy my content. I get lovely comments. Yes, I mention some bad ones sometimes on here, but I do get a lot of lovely ones, and I see them. I appreciate them, and hopefully we can grow. But when I say we can grow, I ain't sitting here saying I want to be Mr. Beast or, well, he's problematic, isn't he? But I don't want to be someone like with millions of followers or an ascetic witch, let's say. Yeah, you can be a filmmaker, make some beautiful films, but where's the substance? I'm always going to be real. I'm always going to be me, and I'm always going to be helping where I can. And that's why I make videos like this too, kind of exposing myself and my own insecurities, because someone else out there has probably got the same ones. So yes, at time of filming, I've deleted that TikTok and I've deleted my Instagram. I'd already privated them because I was getting hammered. I'll be honest. As a YouTuber, it's expected, if you want to get brand deals and all this. I've been approached by brands and I've rejected them because it doesn't quite fit with my message sometimes. Like wanting me to sell jewelry and get commission for jewelry, and I'm like, do I really want to do that? If I wouldn't buy that myself, you know, if ever somewhere like, oh, what's it called, that online course place that people get sponsored of, if ever they or someone like that came to me, fair enough, I would do it because we all need money. And I would do some online courses, to be honest. So yeah, but yeah, anyways, when brands approach you, you're expected to have this social media presence and stuff like this, and I just found like it's too much for me personally. I can be a social butterfly when I want to be, but you would have to be grinding away, and I grind it enough anyways to upload every day on here and to do the readings and other things, the other content on Patreon and stuff. You would have to seriously be glued to your phone 24/7. That's not healthy to me, especially as a spiritual person. I pick up on that. So I was struggling. I tried to build up the Instagram and I was just not really getting anywhere, and it just didn't feel genuine. It felt disingenuous. It didn't feel real. And it felt like I was seeking validation. But not only that, I was getting hammered. And I don't mind people reaching out to me, but even though I say, please, if you have a question, email me, I can't always reply. Like right now, I've said it before, I'm a bit swamped. So unless it's something mega urgent, I can't just reply. If you want to chat with me, and you don't have to join, but Patreon's there, £3 a month. We've got a chat. Anyways, yeah, I can't reply to everyone because it got to a point that I was glued to my phone, and I was like, look, I'm feeling bad now. I just couldn't do it. In a spiritual sense, when you have a connection with somebody, you have a cord there. This is where you get cord cutting spells from. And the connection doesn't have to be mega, but when you have a connection with someone, there is an energetic tie. And a lot of you, I feel it as someone in the public eye, and I have to have loads of protection spells and stuff. And this is no offense to anyone. If you're truly spiritual, I feel like any other witchy creator will know this. You have to. You have to protect yourself, because whether people realize it or not, they do send you bad vibes, even evil eye. I get it. Sometimes I posted about it the other day. When I upload channeled readings, I get a lot of evil eye off that. I don't know if it's a bit of envy, a bit of people don't believe in us. I think even those that say they don't believe me and stuff, I think they're a bit jealous. I'm not meaning to toot my own horn or anything like that. You don't have to believe me. Do what you want. But I think there's envy in it, and I just feel it. So all this energy has been weighing on me, and that's why I'm making this video. All these connections coming at me, and I'm going on a spiritual path at the minute. I've spoke about it on the channel as well. I'm going through the cliff off. That shows you deep things inside of you, and I've been shown the amount of cords attached to me is unreal, and I've been feeling it on a spiritual level. It's like my energy's being pulled this way, that way, the other way, and I just can't anymore. And it's not me being rude. I'll help anyone where I can. I reply to comments where I can, but I've got to say no sometimes. So the fact is, I made these things private, but people were still trying to message me. I was getting message requests through the roof, follow requests through the roof, especially on TikTok. That was it. So it's a shame, but I've deleted them. And to be honest, I say it's a shame because I put a lot of time and effort, especially into that TikTok years ago. I did. But it wasn't wasted. It was an experience, because I don't post on there anymore, because it's that instant gratification thing, and it's like chasing your tail constantly. You've got to be like on the ball, and then you lose the meaning of life in a way. Life isn't meant to be lived on a phone. It's not meant to be lived on a computer screen. Now, I already spend too much time on the computer, but I can't remember. I'm being open with you guys. I can't remember the last time I did something just for me. And so I'm making this video because it's all redundant. You can have, way back in the day, even before TikTok, I had an Instagram. You might have seen some of my Disney tattoos, right? I've got Maleficent and stuff on my leg. Like I'm a Disney adult, and expose myself. And I used to have an Instagram themed around the Disney parks. I used to go traveling to the Disney parks across the world, Paris. Well, I say the world. I've done Paris, California, and Florida. I haven't done Asia. Anyways, it's not really up my alley at the minute, if I'm honest. It was something my inner child was going through. But, okay, I had a following on Instagram, and I used to get sponsorships, and I did a bit of modeling as well. Yeah, believe it or not, I did a bit of modeling, alternative modeling. It was a mix of Disney adult and tattoos. That's what I used to do. That's all. What does that mean? It means nothing. I didn't share anything of value. I shared, it made me feel good at the time, bit of self-confidence, but it's bullshit. And this YouTube, it's my job. I'll never stop doing it unless I'm forced to stop doing it at the end of the day. Doing it with the guidance of my deities, Hecate, Lilith now. She wants to get more involved and she will be. But what I'm saying is, we don't need that validation. At that time, I got that validation. And what did it give me? Like, all right, I went to Disneyland, right? And you know what I mean? So don't worry about it, is what I'm saying. I just feel it's one of these videos I've had to get stuff off my chest. Number one, we as people, not just me, but anyone, don't feel pressured into replying to someone straight away. You got to look after you first. And I've learned this the hard way. So I'm bestowing my lesson onto you. You've got to be precious with your energy. Energy is not unlimited. We have a limited amount of our own energy that we can choose to give out if we want. But if we're constantly giving and not receiving, we're going to flatline. And that's not to be dramatic, but it's true. And I've been burning out a bit. And I'm being real and honest with you all. And it's part of my shadow work. I'm airing the dirty laundry again. Part of what I've just gone through in Arab's Iraq about all the different chords pulling on me. And I thought, right, enough's enough. And that really, because I built up that following on TikTok, it was biting the bullet, but I've done it. It's gone. Now, I've got a blue sky. If anyone's interested in it, I don't know how to bloody use it. I've tried to post a few things on there. I've never been a great lover of social media, if I'm honest, apart from the validation dopamine thing, which I admit, I wanted that at the time. Even on TikTok, I wanted to, oh yes, I've got, 17,000 followers. I've got 1 million views. Great. What did that give me? Fuck all. It gave me life experience, actually, because I was thrown in the deep end to read for other people on TikTok lives and stuff like that. And now everyone and their dog does it. But let them get on with it. Cough. What I'm saying is you don't need that, right? So if you're ever feeling bad, because this stuff impacts people's mental health, it impacts mine too. I even shared on the channel in a video, I was beating myself up because even my YouTube wasn't growing fast enough, and I was getting in my head about it. And I was looking at other witches who were getting loads of views, and I'm like, well, why aren't I? Look, fuck that. I am sharing the messages to the people that need to hear and see it, right? Some people don't, some people do. Whatever. That's the value. It's the human connection that's the value. It is not the numbers, and it's not the validation. The validation we all need is from inside. Because at the end of the day, and this is something I'm learning, we can have best friends, we can have family that love us and all this stuff, but they won't always be there. Who will? You. You will always be there for you. And if you're not showing up for yourself, then you're going to feel like crap. So don't, all right? I'm telling you off, and I'm telling myself off at the same time. Okay? That's the message. That's the video. You don't need validation, and you don't owe people shit. All right. Anyways, though, I appreciate you all, seriously. Hope you found the message useful. That's what I'm going to say to that. Big fat fart. And until next time, stay safe, stay witchy. Bye, loves.